From Bastion host 2, we'll open an SSH session to test instance 1. However, we should be aware that traffic between availability zone A and B will incur charges, whereas traffic within the same AZ is free. Welcome to this comprehensive training video on AWS Session Manager and SSH for beginner to intermediate level learners. In this video, we will cover VPC Design and the 7 essential steps in our lab to securely connect to AWS instances using SSH and AWS Session Manager. Part 1. VPC Design. Before we dive into the practical lab, let's design our infrastructure in the AWS London region. We'll create a VPC with a seeder block 10.0.0.0/16, featuring both public and private subnets in availability zones A and B. The public subnets will have a default root 0.0.0.0/0, the target internet gateway, while the private subnets will have a local route table. Additionally, we'll implement an access network list to allow inbound and outbound traffic. Our lab will include a Bastion host in public subnet A, granting SSH access from the internet and access from AWS Session Manager. We'll also have test instance 1 in private subnet A, and Bastion host 2 in private subnet B, with access restricted to AWS Session Manager only. To ensure optimal connectivity, we'll deploy a NAT gateway in public subnet A. Later, I'll explain the reasoning behind this setup. Part 2. SSH to Bastion host. Let's kickstart the lab by opening an SSH session to the Bastion host from our local machine, using the iMac terminal. We'll direct the session to an Amazon Linux machine and execute network commands to check our local admin privilege. Part 3. SSH to test instance 1. Moving forward, from the Bastion host, we'll open an SSH session with test instance 1 in private subnet A using the Amazon Linux machine terminal. Once we're done, we'll terminate the session with test instance 1, followed by terminating the SSH session with the Bastion host. Part 4. Session Manager to Bastion host. Now, let's utilize the Amazon UI to connect to the Bastion host using Session Manager. This approach is highly secure since we don't need to open port 22 from the internet to the Bastion host. From the Bastion host, we'll open an SSH session with test instance 1 and then terminate both the Session Manager session and the SSH session with the test instance. Part 5. Session Manager to Bastion host 2. In this step, we'll use the Amazon UI to connect to Bastion host 2 in private subnet B using Session Manager. An important point to note here is that Bastion host 2 doesn't have any public IP addresses, which adds an extra layer of security. Part 6. SSH from Bastion host 2 to test instance 1. From Bastion host 2, we'll open an SSH session to test instance 1. However, we should be aware that traffic between availability zone A and B will incur charges, whereas traffic within the same AZ is free. Part 7. Troubleshooting internet access. Lastly, from test instance 1, we'll attempt to access the internet, but the traffic will be dropped. To understand why this happens and learn how to troubleshoot it, be sure to check out video number 5. Congratulations! You have successfully completed the lab and gained valuable insights into AWS Session Manager and SSH for secure connections. Thank you for joining us on this learning journey. I hope this video has been informative and helpful for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated on our next video. See you next time, gurus.